Oh oh my God. Let's talk about Ucansi. Is that how you say it? Do you say it Ucansi? Cause I'm not Zulu, you guys. I'm ex-Hosa, so I don't know. But anyway, hey guys. Yimakahle. Hey kings and queens, welcome back to our journey. And this is where we talk about self-discovery, self-care, self-improvement, just self. You know what I mean? On this channel, we explore solo dates, we explore self basically. And today, what we're going to explore about the self, just like the title says, is self-pleasure. Okay, self-pleasure, self-deliciousness, just self of the pleasure. You know what I mean? Because guys, we can sit here and we can lie, but this winter it's cold, okay? And it's waking up things that were asleep the entire summer. You're like, oh no, I don't need no man. I don't even play with toys. You know, I'm the girl. You lying, okay? You lie. You know damn well that you need some pleasure in that life, and this is why I'm here. I'm here to show you that. I need to get some water because it's getting heated up in this bitch. I'm here to show you and teach you that you can pleasure yourself without a man, because that is very important, especially just for yourself. Like if you're planning on getting in a relationship very soon or whatever, like then you know what and where are your spots, you know. And other than that, other than a relationship, just for yourself, girl, men pleasure themselves all the time. Like we see these things in movies all the time, where it's normal for like a teenage boy to pleasure himself because you know it's the norm. And why is it taboo for women to pleasure themselves? Like why is it when you sit around in like girl circles and y'all are just like, oh no girl, I don't do that, no, what's about time so dildo mara, I just like I get to shut the fuck up. Shut the hell up, girl. You know, you know when you look at Michael B. Jordan and he's out there sweating and he's got his shirt off, you're like, you know damn well what I'm talking about. So stop lying to yourself, stop lying to me. Okay? So today we're going to be talking about self-pleasuring and just normalizing self-pleasuring, because first of all, women are way more sexual than men, if we are being honest. Okay, we get now. I'm gonna be a chakra hand for a minute. We get our creativity, most of it, from stimulating the sacral and the root chakra. Right? How do you stimulate the sacral and the root chakra, baby? Through the deed. Through pleasure, through sexual pleasure. For men, I know it's retention. I know they perform better when they retain their semen, because they lose a lot of hormones when they are, you know, doing the deed. And for women, we literally, I think it's just oxytocin that we give, or I'm not sure, please do not quote me on this. I think it's way more, like it's less than men. I know men, they release a whole lot of hormones when they do the deed, so that is why retention is better for them. And for us, stimulation helps us more with creativity and performance. So let me tell you ladies, if you're out there just sitting on some no, I'm retaining. You're literally just blocking your creativity and your productivity, because why are you not satisfying yourself, girl? Why are you're not a guy? Like it doesn't work that way. So self-pleasuring is important. Self-pleasuring is quite important, because for me, I have discovered that in the early years of, you know, when I started now doing the deed, I really demonized the deed because experiences were bad. The reason why I did the deed was because of it came from a hurt place, you know. And for me, I associated the deed with hurt, and so it was demonized for a very long time, until it was not demonized anymore, you know, until I got woke. I got woke, baby. Until I got woke. And then I made my eggs, and he really helped me with that. Like he laid it down. I don't even know how to say it. Like I was going PG-13 this shit, but the nigga laid the pipe down, sweetie. Okay, but thing is, we can't always go back to our exes because that's toxic, because you don't want that for yourself. You want to grow. So you need to learn to pleasure yourself and not go back to that nigga. So for me, I knew what he did, right? Like I could feel about, oh my, okay, this is delicious, and I wanted to do that, for myself. And then the thing is, every time I tried to do that for myself, I would end up just like feeling sus, like. What are you doing? Like you are the devil's child. Why are you doing this? But then it wasn't that. It's just it's the mentality. It is the way society has just put this thing in a taboo box and put and just left it there, and we have just been living our lives like that, which is not okay. So on this self discovery journey that I've been on, I have been exploring everything, and I love pleasuring myself. I honestly, I love it because now I discovered the spots myself that my ex used to touch, that I didn't know I had until him, and now I discovered them myself, and I've discovered more spots, and that is just like it's great for me. Do you understand how awesome you feel after that? Like, this saves you from getting into relationships that you don't want to, or because of the deed. This saves you from energies as abantu that you don't want people's energies like that, baby, just because of the deed. You can learn to do that shit by yourself. So self-pleasuring, it is very important. Learn to pleasure yourself, baby. Learn to pleasure yourself. I know for me, I never really arrived at the destination from just penetration. It had to be like a clitoris stimulation. When I tell you that I arrived at every goddamn destination through every goddamn journey of vehicle, like I'm telling you, like it is very important for you to discover, or just to explore your body like that, and to explore yourself like that, because that is part of growth. That is part of the self-love journey. If you're going to love yourself physically, then you have to love all of you, baby girl. It is not taboo to self-pleasure. Self-pleasuring is very important. It is super important. You have to pleasure yourself. You cannot go to a man and be like, oh no, me, I like to be touched like this, but you ain't never touch yourself. No. Maybe that's how Pete touched you, because Pete has different techniques. And what if Tabiso tries to touch you like that, but it's not the same, and now you're mad, and now you're never satisfied because you yourself don't know. You don't know what satisfies you. You don't satisfy yourself. You know what I mean? That's not fair. That's not fair upon the guy, you know? And that's not fair upon you, because girl, you're gonna wait, because personally, like me, right, I don't, if I'm not in a relationship, I don't do the deed, right? And of course, there are situations where you think you're in a relationship with a person, mara yena hajolelwen. For me, it's still a relationship. So you know what I mean. So if I'm not in a relationship, I do not do the deed. And until I'm certain of a person's energy, I don't do the deed. Does that mean I don't get horny, girl? No, of course I get horny, right? Of course I need some. You know what I mean? And that's where the self pleasuring comes in. You need to be able to protect your energies by pleasuring yourself. Now, there are different I know this thing has been bothering me. I don't know why. There are different ways to pleasure yourself. I know. I think it was it Ukoli? I don't know, but she was speaking to Mihlali, one of she's also a YouTuber. It's Ukoli. I don't know if it's Ukoli or not. She said that she doesn't get pleasure from penetration, right? You can obviously learn how to, stimulate yourself, but instead of just trying to arriving, like actually exploring your body. Like, so I'm gonna tell you what I do. So what I do is I will light up some candles, right? The same mood that you would set for you and your mans, you set for yourself. So I will light up some candles, Pour yourself, like make it romantic, have some roses or whatever, pour yourself, like really romanticize yourself, because baby, if you get yourself used to it, then you aren't gonna accept anything less. Awuzulala ezimeni ezimdaka, ezinuka all in the name of ukufumana nje ID. There's no way, baby. There's no way. If you know that you can't, like, that nigga can't give it to you the way that you give it to yourself, you ain't gonna settle for that shit. So what you want to do is you want to romanticize yourself. You want to set the mood for yourself, and you want to pleasure yourself, baby, like you are your masculine and your feminine, and you're doing this together, but it's in one vessel. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want to do. That's what you can do. If you're not comfortable with that yet, you can buy yourself toys. I don't have toys. I had a toy. That's a story for another day. But you can buy yourself toys, and you can indulge in toys, and it's all about the mentality. If we can just get the mentality of self-pleasuring being taboo out, then I'm telling you, like, you're just gonna be like you're gonna be very content with yourself. Self-pleasuring is very important. So I hope I helped somebody out there. Self-pleasuring is not wrong, baby. Like, let's talk about it. let's do it. Like, people, it is important for your growth. You cannot say that you love yourself if you think parts of you are still taboo, if you think parts of you are still like unholy. Kanjani, my love, kanjani. Like, how can you be this light being if a part of you is just, but when you're indulging in it with another being, then it's not unholy? Get that out of your mind. Get that out of your mind. Like, let's stay woke, my goddesses. Let's stay woke, my queens. Self-pleasuring saves you from a lot of things, from energies, like I said, that you don't want to interact with. It really just saves you from a lot of things, and it teaches you quite a lot. So let's normalize self-pleasuring. And that is the video. Like, I don't want to go to, like, I don't want it to be long, because people complain about my long videos, but I just want to tell you guys that it's important to self-pleasure. You need to know yourself. On this journey of self-discovery, for me, these are one of the things that I really did struggle with, but I am happy to come in front of y'all and be totally transparent, and share me with you, so that girl, we can grow together. Like, we ain't it's 2022, sweetheart. I don't know, like, we'll be sitting in a circle, right? And you just be asking, like, we just be talking there about the tea, and then you ask the girls, like, if ushongwani akakusatisfy wenza njani? Hayi, ndiyahlala nje, yazi ndimele ukuthi makanantsika ushongwani What? Who satisfied yena ushongwani, my love? Right? Urechte praat. When I was on Meluba please get yourself toys. Get yourself toys. Play with those goddamn toys. Watch YouTube videos. Please, andithinambe niye kwila site leya abantu abadala. Ngicela nihlukane nezo zinto zikaSathane. Watch YouTube videos. Do Tantra meditation. When you do Tantra meditation, you learn how to explore yourself. Just that whole, it wakes something up within you, and you just want to explore and pleasure yourself, because you deserve a child. I got distracted. Okay, baby, not today. Not today. Not today. Anyway, that's the video.